Okay, Raid Shadow Legends. This is a new video for me on when it comes to talking about games. I have one video on. Actually, one second. I'm gonna have to do this video probably over. But here we go, Raid Shadow Legends, Panda798. Yeah, I've been playing this game for a while. It's a fun little game. I mean, it's fun. It's, you know, it's made for people. Like when I was a kid, I used to play games. I used to grab my cars and I used to take them. I used to smash them together. And the car that turned over 3 times was the one that lost. And it was weird. You should see all my cars. I still have those cars. And it was like the strongest car would be the one that works its way up to the turning of you know, eventually, you know, be the number one car in my car box as the best car that won and overcame all the other cars. It's kind of like this game. I know it's like weird start here, but it's kind of like this game. I have all my characters, my champions, and my favorite champion so far. Let's see here. I would say my favorite champion, the champion I use all of the time, most of the time I use in this game. I use probably every single team that I create most of the time. And if you don't have her, I hope you get her, because she's one of my favorites. She is amazing. She heals. She places a unkillable shield on you for a few turns. She increases debuffs. I'm sorry, she increases buffs or skill duration. Man, I'm totally off. But I have her on the shield set. Holster set. And it helps her it makes her even more lethal. But I use her everywhere because she puts that shield on. She creates a heal. She's a really incredible support champion. I use her everywhere. And the other one I use a lot of is, of course, in the arena. He's pretty much a paid character, He-Man. He's incredible in the arena. He increases the speed aura. And I'll show you that. Oops. It's 28%. So the one that's better in the arena when it comes to speed aura, that would be Arbiter. 30, only 2% more than He-Man. Arbiter, you're spending a lot of time to I really personally, a lot of people like her, use her. I just don't get it yet, but I'm not a huge fan of her, honestly. I think she's okay, but I just got to get her better. I got to get, you know, some more blessings and stuff like that. But anyway, there's a fusion going on, and there's a lion, and the lion is, you know, Wizard of Oz, of course, theme. The Cowardly Lion. He looks awesome, and he doesn't look like a coward. He looks amazing. But I don't do many fusions. The last fusion I did was Donatello. And Donatello, he took a lot of my resources and everything. I still don't have enough resources. Most likely I got to use real money to eventually fuse all these characters here. Antigone, Manslayer, Antigone, I might have said it wrong. But yeah, once I get him, he will match my mythic Androck the Glorious. I know there's mixed reviews about this dude, but I love him. I like him a lot. He gives you a lot of resistance. So every buff that's on your characters gives you resistance. And that resistance is awesome when you're going against like clan boss, or if you're going against Hydra, if you're, it really keeps you from dying, Look, it says Knights of the Wild increases each ally's res by 10 for each buff on all allies. That's awesome. And it really is awesome because you go against a spider, you go against, I even use him in the arena, because he really keeps a lot of these buffs from going on. But what's so good about him in the arena, he adds a bunch of, he adds increased res, strengthen, continuous heal. He adds increased defense on his A1, right? And then you got He-Man. So I have He-Man in the arena. So He-Man, it says, attacks all enemies. The damage inflicted by this skill increases by 10% for each buff. So if you got like 30 buffs on everybody, like if you count all the buffs, his damage goes up 10% per buff, up to 500%. And so I'll use him in arena, and so what will happen is Androck will go, He-Man goes first in the arena. He always normally goes first. And I normally use this skill first, the Luminous skill. And then I have Donatello in the arena. And then I use this skill to increase the speed. And then it goes to, and I have Ezio in the arena. And then I use this. I use the Da Vinci design, Da Vinci sign design. I use that. So to kind of breaks people down and everything. And then this guy, he really helps. And what I do is I'll use the increased res, the A3, strengthen, whatever. So all that happens, and you get all that, and then eventually you get to He-Man one more time. After I think it's Donatello's turn again. Donatello. Then you add this, the Secret of the Ooze. All right. So all these buffs are added from Androck, Donatello, and those two guys alone, with a few turns, He-Man on his third turn crushes everybody in the arena. So the goal is you got to make sure you have speed. Speed is king here. It's you got to have speed. Always add speed. And the way my lineup is right now in the arena, it's not lethal, where I'm not like amazing at arena. But I will say that when this works properly, it looks amazing. So I'm going to do an arena battle real quick. Okay, so I might lose this one. Who knows? Yeah, they have more speed, of course. But normally, if I get the first hit in or so, like right now, I'm not. So I'm going to use Androck. He's not really going to do much in this one, so most likely going to die. This guy here, I don't know, that guy that just went, I don't know his name, but man, I always lose against him. Doesn't matter what team he's on, I always lose. I'm not going to do much. Yeah. Anyway, that was not a good example of using my team. Lost, but I'll probably play some more, but it's pretty cool. Raid Shadow Legends. So what I want to do eventually, I want to get Cowardly Lion. I want him. I want Androck, Cowardly Lion on the same team, and I'm almost opening, or I'm almost unlocking Embrius. So if I get those 3 and then add Donatello on top of it, those 3 on one team for Arena. I don't ever see him in the Arena though, which is crazy. I never see Embrius in the Arena. Never. I never see him. Or maybe I just never play against him because he's mythic, and I see mythics in the Arena and I just don't play against any teams that have mythics. But his kit is pretty good. You add those 3 guys, plus maybe Donatello to keep survivability and support. I think it would be an incredible Arena team. Working on my missions. So here's missions. Got Arbiter. So yeah, these are I'm working on. Missions are great in this game, honestly, guys. If you guys get lost, just keep working your missions and just let your missions kind of like guide you through the game, especially if you're a newbie. I'm kind of mid-game and I'm still considered newbie at 5.4 million in power. I play on and off sometimes like in Fusion I'll play a lot, like today and like yesterday or whatever. But yeah, it's a fun game. Pretty cool. You can go at your own pace, honestly. Unless you're doing fusions, it's not your own pace. You gotta get to work. But you know, faction. There's a little bit of everything. Grim Forest is actually fun. I actually enjoy playing Grim Forest. Got a lot of it unlocked. This is where you get your Microil gear. I think that's the name of it. It's really end game gear there, you know. And I'm playing on normal. Let me show you that gear real quick. Oops. Yeah. This is the gear that everyone's bragging about. I think it's amazing. And it is amazing. So it's good gear. Mercurial gear. Yeah, if you guys want to, you know, if you're interested in this game or whatever, honestly, I don't have a referral link. Maybe I'll add the referral link. If you do watch this and use my referral link, it gets some pretty incredible rewards. I'm not a content creator of this game. I'm not being sponsored, obviously. I'm one of the low, you know, honestly, I don't even have hardly any subscribers. But hey, if you want to be a subscriber and you want more content, please like and subscribe. And I'm just the average Joe, guys. I'll be talking. I just, you know, I make mistakes. I'm not the smartest and the sharpest pencil in the group of everyone out there. But hey, if you like it and you kind of like to hear little odds and ends about the game or certain little tips and, you know, thoughts, maybe a different perspective on the game, feel free, guys. Come along with the ride, you know, come along for the ride and like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully this grows. If it grows into be a reasonable channel, I'll start using more editing and stuff. But anyhow, we are gonna come to a close, and thanks for watching.